YouTube, what's going on? This preacher. So, oh yeah, but I'm sweating. It's hot, man, it's hot. My clutch just went out inside my AC compressor. Well, it's going out. It's going out. Put it like that. It's going out. So I'm like, man, I just was riding and it got hot. I'm up here, you know, I'm in Florida, so, whew, my Lord. So yeah, so I'm riding. So I go to the rest area and I look at my AC compressor and the clutch is not moving. I'm like, man, is my Freon low? And also I'm trying to check to see if my Freon low, right? So I hit the nozzle and something coming out real cold. I hold on to the cylinder, right, that holds the Freon, and it's cold. I said, well, I got like a can and a half of Freon with me and everything right in my toolbox. I keep a whole bunch of extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I said, well, maybe the Freon is low. Lord, let me see. Because if it's low, and then I put the Freon in it, and then the clutch kick in, that means it's low. But if it's that low that something Freon leaked out, that means I got a leak somewhere. That I got to find the leak, right? So then I go to my half can, and I'm putting in a half can, and I look at the gauge, and it's saying that the level was all in the green. It almost was to the oval. It was at the regular level, at the operating level. So I'm like, well, it's filled with Freon, right? So I put some in anyway, right? So I put some in to take it almost to the on top of the fill line, but it's still in the green. And I just basically had finished up the little can that I had, right? So the clutch still didn't kick on after that. So I know, okay, it don't have a Freon leak. And I know it has Freon in it. So I'm like, well, okay. So then I go to the high pressure switch, right? Because it could be the high pressure switch. Cleaned that all up. Nah. Clutch still didn't come back on. I'm like, well, I don't know, man. So then I go out and get the screwdriver and I twist the clutch as the vehicle is running. And the clutch kicks on. So I'm like, huh. And of course it's blowing out real cold and things like that. So then it ran all night. So then today, started up the vehicle, it was running. I'm like, well, okay. Well, maybe it needs to be cleaned. Maybe the clutch is starting to go out. The coils in it is starting to go out. And so I'm looking around, then I see a whole bunch of rust in between and stuff, right? Because now it's in the daytime and I can really see real good. I'm like, well, okay, yeah, it's the clutch and the coils in it. They rub in and everything. So that's why it's building up a whole bunch of rust around that. So my AC clutch started to go out. So then I was like, well, okay, well, I'll go ahead and just replace the clutch. The cheapest I found the clutch for, this was the cheapest I found the clutch for, like $157. I'm like, what? This is crazy, $157? I looked all online, I looked everywhere, you know, and that was the cheapest, $157. They wanted like $170 something at the dealership. I'm like, man. But my problem is a new AC compressor costs like $230. I'm like, for another $50 to $60, I can get a whole brand new AC compressor along with the clutch. So of course, I'm gonna get the whole brand new AC compressor. Why take this AC compressor off, redo the clutch, and put the old AC compressor back on when for another $40, $50, depending on where I ordered it from. I even saw AC compressors for like $205, you know. So I'm like, Well, shoot, man, I might as well go ahead and just get a brand new AC compressor and get a year warranty on it. You know, instead of just getting a clutch. But it will come on if I take the screwdriver and I move the clutch while it's spinning, while the belt and everything is spinning. It will click the clutch on. Click the clutch on at that point. So I'm like, all right. So that's one of the little issues that I got going on. My other issue that I got going on is this fuel, man. This fuel. So after my discount, I'm looking at the discounts, man. We used to get like 48 cents off the price of the fuel. 48 cents. We was getting 52, 53 cents, man. Then it went down to like right at 40 cents. Then it went down to 30 cents. Now I'm looking like it's down to like 20 something cents. I saw one on the Fuel Book app that was at 7 cents off the price of fuel. I'm like, man, what is this? I was like, are y'all serious? So you got these high fuel prices and you still? So I wind up using one of my own fuel cards instead of using my the company I'm leased on to fuel card, because I got better rates with that. You know, I mean, I should have looked at it. It was my fault. It was my fault. Because normally at the beginning of the week, you know, I try to look at it, and I'm looking at it every single day. You know, this time I waited till I needed some fuel. Till I absolutely needed the fuel. That's what I waited to. And I said, well, let me see what the discount is going to be. Because on Monday when I fueled up, and this was at the Love's, so when I fueled up at the Love's, the discount was 32 cents. And this was on Monday. Now here it is on Wednesday, and the discount on Wednesday was just 20 something cents. I'm like, this is crazy. Even the discounts that went, I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm gonna have to do another plan for next week, because my season is over with on one of my loads, and trying to find other loads that coming back down. You know, they add about $1,900-$1,900 coming back down. That's where they at right now, coming back down. Now I could get some if I was to wait to the next day, but then I lose a day. So if I'm trying to get the same loads where that I'm dropping off at one place and I'm picking up within an hour of that drop off, then I'm stuck at getting the load for about $1,800, $1,900. And so I'm losing $200 basically trying to do it like that. Now if I wait till the next day, until the next morning, now that goes up to like $3,300. But then again, like I said, I lose a day. So I can't lose a day. If I lose a day, by the end of the week, I'm gonna lose about $700 if I lose a day. So one day, by the end of the week, it's costing me $700 at the end of the week. So I got to find out another plan, or I got to look at another lane, or I got to look to do something else. Maybe go a little bit further up north from North Carolina, where I'm at. Maybe take a load from there to go up north, and then come back down to make more money, because I did look at that. So I got to do my research. Got to look at a couple lanes to see which lane is going to work out best for me. Because if I do that by the end of the week, you know, I still could be home. But that also means I got to change to being home 5 nights a week. That's the other thing I got to get up, is being home 5 nights a week. Now I can still do some things and bring home about 56, maybe 6,100 a week. Okay, if I skip a day, something like that. But I'm not trying to skip a day. If y'all don't, some of y'all follow me, you know, I got 1 month to bring home $12,000 in 1 month. So I am 2 weeks in, 1.5 weeks in, inside of that. So basically by May 23rd, I need $12,000. That's how much I need. That's how much my business needs. So my business needs $12,000. by May 23rd. Right now, I got $5,000 saved up inside the business. So that's how it works right now. So I'm looking at $7,000 I need by May 23rd. I'm only $5,000 in. So that's $7,000. Now that's not including this week. So basically I got 3 more weeks to come up with $7,000. Pretty much, that's how that works. Three weeks, you do $7,000. So it's doable, okay? Because I do 3,100 a week after everything, 3,100. So it's doable. It's doable, but you know, you got to play it right. You got to do right. Sometimes in business, you got to change your plans to fit your needs. You can't always do what you want. So if that means I can't be home 5 nights a week, that I have to stay out on the road, then that's what it be. Because I can stay out on the road. I can leave out on Monday, and I can be back down in Florida by Friday for a Saturday morning delivery, still be off the rest of the day Saturday, and take Sunday off and still make $8,000. So I could do that, but I'm trying to avoid doing that. All right, I'll let y'all know what's gonna go on.